Hello guys, welcome to this new episode of the Pro Radio Podcast. We are here today to talk about the brand new update of Pro Radio WordPress theme. We are now at version 6.9.8. This is a great version with incredible new features. We are now going to check out all of them to improve the performance of your radio station and to get better results, more listeners, and more engagement. We have a brand new plugin which is called Podcast Importer plugin. Then we have a brand new update for the Elementor widget plugin that is now offering advanced typography and color features for the song title widget for Elementor. Then we have an update for Pro Radio Business Tools. Then we have an update for the dedication plugin. Then we have an update for the Pro Radio Core plugin. And then we have update for the Pro Radio theme itself, new demos, and an incredible discount available till the 14th of February. So first of all, if you go to the dashboard of your website, you are going to find out a new plugin called Podcast Importer. This is a screen where you can manage the options available for importing podcasts into your website. These two links are going to take you to the respective pages where you can add a new source. Then we have the automation tab where you can activate or deactivate the cron job. Then we have the main settings. Some of these features are limited in the free version and are available only in the premium version. So you can set how often you want the podcast importer to check for new episodes. Then you have number of episodes to process per run for each RSS feed source. Let's now make some example with random podcasts. So we are going to blueberry.com. So I'm gonna take like one random podcast, Mike's Dell's Word. Okay, here we have a subscribe button with RSS feed icon. This is the URL of the RSS feed. We are going to validate the podcast, paste the URL, and make sure you are trying to import the podcast that is actually valid. Put the URL here. Then we have the artwork import. This is going to try to import the artwork into your library. If you don't have the artwork, you can choose to set a default picture like this one. Then we go to our podcast importer and we can import the episodes right now. It says done, imported 1 episode, skipped 0, analyzed 308. Go to podcast and here it is. This is the podcast we just imported and you can play the podcast right away here in the main player of your radio station website. Now, let's say that we want to link the podcast to an existing radio show. Each radio show has an option to link podcasts by podcast filter. As you can see, we have here the filters, which are the same available from the left menu under podcast filters. And these filters are the same that you can choose in the podcast RSS feed taxonomy options. So we have a radio show called Art of Gossip, for instance, and let's create under our podcast filters a new filter named Art of Gossip. We create this and then we go here to the podcast importer, manage the RSS archive, edit mic, and we choose Art of Gossip. Now we are going to go here, podcast importer, set 5 episodes. I'm gonna import the episodes. Done. These are the episodes that we just imported. Then we go to the radio show, link the radio show to the Art of Gossip podcast archive. Let's update and let's check out the radio show page. And here it is. We have the show episodes displaying the podcast episodes that have been automatically imported under this category. What does it mean? It means that once you create for each of your artists, presenters, and DJs a new podcast RSS feed in your archive and you set the podcast importer to run on autopilot every hour, every 12 hours, or once a day, save this and activate your cron job, and this is going to import automatically in 24 hours a new batch of podcast episodes from the source that we have active. Why this plugin is much better than what you find in the market? First of all, it's extremely easy to use. As you saw in a couple of minutes, you saw exactly how to make an RSS feed and how to import them in your archive. So you don't need to go crazy with tons of settings that you don't use. You don't need to go crazy to integrate the podcast importer with a theme that is not compatible. And you don't need to read complex documentation. It takes really 5 minutes. Now let's go with the second news of this Pro Radio 6.9.8 update, and this is about the Elementor widget, and more specifically for the song title widget. The song title widget is the one that allows you to show the current song that is playing in the radio station channel selected in the main player. This feature is now allowing you to choose 2 different colors for the song title and for the artist, and you can also set 2 different font options, like different font family and different font size. Then you can as well now choose to display the widget in multi-line or in single line. And you can disable the scroll if you want this to just crop in case it is longer than the given space. So more flexibility to achieve more unique results for your radio station website. Now, improvement number 3 of this great update, Pro Radio Business Tools. Pro Radio Business Tools is the premium plugin available separately for Pro Radio WordPress theme that allows you to sell advertisement in person or online to your sponsors and mix them along with pay-per-click advertisement. This plugin allows to create unlimited banner campaigns, and one of these campaigns has a skyscraper advertisement that we are now going to see in the front end, and this had a minor bug where this was going on top of the playlist. This has been now fixed, so even in smaller screens, your visitors will not have problem to change channel without having to close the advertisement. Point number 4, Pro Radio Dedications. The Dedications plugin is the plugin that allows your visitors to choose a song and send dedications that you can display on your website through Elementor in a scrolling or vertical fashion. We always try to add new languages when we have customers from countries that are not finding their own translation. We just added Latvian translation, and if you have any language that is not translated in our plugins or theme yet, just open a ticket and we are going to provide the translation within 24 hours. Improvement number 5. Also, the Pro Radio Core plugin has now been updated and we added 200 more Google fonts which are available in the customizer. Next update, we have 3 new demos we just came out in the couple previous weeks. We have 1, 2, and 3 new demos. Before closing, we have a little surprise because it's Valentine's Day in a couple of days, and if you want to show your love for the radio, use the discount which is Valentine 14 to have an instant 14% discount on your new radio station WordPress theme. Just go here and click to get the instant discount directly applied. The coupon code is Valentine14 and is also available for the all-in-one radio station website solution. So don't miss out. This is the time to get your new radio station website. If you have any question, just get in touch with us. We will be happy to explain everything you want. Thank you for watching and see you on pro.radio.